Hey you guys, this is Psycho. And I decided to do a little Guild Wars 2 vlog because, why not? We'll go ahead and talk about a little bit of Guild Wars 2, what my opinions are, what I'm all excited about, what I'm not excited about, and just games and sweetness and flipping around that camera so I look at the lensness all up in this piece. So, I'm really excited about this release date. It's finally coming, and on the 25th of August, I will finally be able to hop up in Ascalon and be like, sup, and not have to put it away every month after just 40 hours of playing it during the weekend. That is awesome. I'm super excited. But at the same time, I'm extremely worried about the longevity of this game. There's so many sweet games coming out right now, and I'm so excited about so many of them. And I'm extremely disappointed with the overall presentation of skills and traits in Guild Wars 2. All in all, the trait system is way more streamlined than it was originally anticipated to be. They're slowly putting it into, and I assume they have it where they want it to be. It's just, you're forced to use specific traits now. Depending on your level and how much you've invested into a trait, depends on what you can use via the traits. Now this is a big deal to me because I can't make as many builds, there aren't as many ways to run things, and it's just an overall disappointment. Utility skills are another problem because they're such a long cooldown. However, I do believe they've started to change around just a little bit of that it makes it almost not worth using them because you'll only be able to use them every other encounter with enemies. This makes skills that have lower cooldowns more desirable, and the ones that are long cooldowns just not even worth picking because you won't be able to use them as often. Overall, I'm extremely concerned about this because in Guild Wars 1, the possibilities were huge, and I loved that. I loved that. And in Guild Wars 2, they were just like, let's slowly start taking away those things to the point where it's hardly what we had our envisionment to be a year ago. I'm not happy with that. I'm really not. I'm gonna be real with you. There's so many awesome alternatives in games right now that if this doesn't appeal to me, it's really easy just to move on. And that's really sad for me to say because I've been waiting so long for this game. However, I will be giving it a try, and I really am excited for the game. I just am so worried about it because of how lame the skill system is. It is lame. It just is. I'm sorry. It's not cool like I was hoping it to be. But that's enough bashing and all upsetness about Guild Wars 2. Let's go ahead and move over to some of the things that I'm really excited about. Now, World v World is going to be sweet, period. What we've seen in the beta events is nothing compared to what it's going to be because you'll actually be able to have the gear. Regardless of the whole jump up to put you at stats of level 80, gear is too huge of an aspect. It makes it extremely hard to test out World v World and BWEs because you can't even kill NPCs when you're 50 levels lower than them and you have 50 levels lower in gear. So my conclusion is those long annoying battles in BWEs that sometimes you run into where you're attacking a keep and it literally takes an hour to do, those probably won't exist because you won't have to spend a minute killing one NPC. You'll have the gold and the resources, we'll get to that in a second, to be able to build the siege weapons you need to break down the walls. Another big problem right now is the lack of gold in the game makes it really difficult to build siege weapons. But when you're high level, you'll all have that gold to be able to build those siege weapons. Also, since every time you play a BWE, every day the server resets, that also means it's resetting all the supply. Why is this a big deal, you ask? Well, you can't build the necessary siege weapons to attack when you don't have the necessary supply because it gets reset every day. The fact of the matter is when the game actually comes out, it will be a 3-week process, and that will make the World v World just awesome. I'm really excited about World v World, and I think that's where I'm going to generally keep myself at because structured PvP, though it's awesome, the builds in the game aren't fun enough for me to like playing structured PvP. Hopefully we'll see some changes in the game right before the game comes out that will make the traits in the skill system a lot more fun. I was led to believe that the utility skills would be more related towards Guild Wars 1 utility skills, and they just aren't. They're nothing like Guild Wars 2 skills. It's also led to believe that every weapon would have different skills. They must have just never gotten around to that. I also do think that the PvE in this game is going to be a lot like Guild Wars 1 PvE in that you beat it once and you kind of just stop. You know, you don't play the campaign anymore. You don't do any of that. You might do some grinding for the gear, but since the gear is so easy to get, you won't be doing it very often. I do believe that Guild Wars 2 is going to be a lot more on the PvP aspect. I feel like people are going to come for World v World and they're going to stay for World v World. But that's just coming from a PvPer like myself. All in all, I'm still really excited about this game, but I do believe that ANET did drop the ball on skills. They dropped it, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people agree with me, just because they promised so much customization in the skills, and they just slowly stripped that away because they felt, well, what I assume they felt was too hard of a game to balance. And that upsets me because I like it when a company thinks about their players and is willing to put in the extra work to make a game that awesome. But what are you going to do about it, you know? The game is still going to be sweet. I'm really excited about it. However, at this point, I am more excited about PlanetSide 2 and MechWarrior Online than I am about Guild Wars 2. There you have it. That's exactly how I feel at this point. And though I'm not happy to be able to say that, it's just how it is. I really do hope that this game is sweet. I really do hope that you guys don't unsubscribe because I said that I'm kind of upset with how Guild Wars 2 is looking. But yeah. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. I hope you did enjoy this video. I would like to do some more of these vlogs just because I like talking at the camera, or in this case, talking at the window because I keep doing this. Like, nah. Anyways, you guys, take it easy. Peace out.